Of course.
Yeah, this is baby boy.
Jenny is
Jenny? I thought she was your mother.
Well,
Mom?
Mom.
Mother Dearest. Mother Dearest is the co-owner of Dawa International, a multimedia company which published Prison World magazine for 6 years. Co-host and co-producer of a weekly radio show, the Prison World Radio Hour. Successful blogger, you didn't know that. Requested speaker for corporate functions, wellness retreats, webinars, never heard of it, correctional facilities, non-profit organizations, schools, colleges, and universities, radio shows, and print magazines.
Well, you gonna learn today.
Wow, okay. She's a social media influencer, new word, where she was invited to the Ricky Lake Show. Came back on air as a social media influencer, a featured blogger for the Huffington Post, and have provided comments or have been featured in or on Dr. Phil, Redbook, CNN, Black Enterprise Magazine, Ebony Magazine, MSN.com, the LA Times, Reuters, Luke 21, New York Magazine / The Cut, the American Prospect Magazine, Google News, Lagos Times, which is in Nigeria, and a host of other magazines and radio shows. She's a marriage expert for Huffington Post Live.
Hey, dog, don't be hating, man.
You don't sound like a
Don't be hating. I mean,
The whole paragraph was nothing but.
all right, man. No, look, we are really humble. And so when we got the call and she was being awarded this award, which, wow, anybody who knows Khadijah, Sullivan's wife, I mean, that's a big honor. And since we're so humble, it's the first thing was not, for me, I don't like accolades, and I don't like, and I teach my family, we don't need all of that. So we're very humbled by this. Needless to say, she got the honor of Ebony Magazine's couple of years.
I'm the better half.
Yeah.
I'm the better half.
And they also named us one of the most black inspiring couples for 2013. I don't know where all that's coming from. We wrote a couple of books, and the one out now is Surviving Marriage Tips. It's a surviving marriage, it's a tips book in the 21st century. And I'm gonna tell you something about her. After we wrote the book, I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, so what next? And basically, she just put it in a nutshell, hey, you can go sit over there. I got this. You ain't got to worry about nothing else. We self-published. She put us out there. She put the book out. We're Muslim. And one of the big things about my wife is we do a lot of media. As you heard my son talking about, we do a lot of media. And what she does for me is, when we go in, she says, hey, she gonna cover. My husband don't wear makeup. We need a place for Salat. She gets all of these things established for me before I even get there, where I ain't got to fight with these people. So, and it's things like that people don't see in the background of what she do. Is why I wanted to mention that, because it's very important to me for us to maintain Islam while we're out in the public eye. So, unlike some people that you guys may see out there, if I can't bring Islam with me, you won't see me, period, point blank. And I thank her for that, because she makes sure that I don't have to fight with these people to do that.
Well, I just want to say that she has, in her free time, which is very little, she likes to cook. Yesterday, she was watching TV most of the day. And what we had for dinner?
Hey man, don't be talking about my wife, man.
We had soup. I opened the box and I cooked
Don't
it.
be talking about my wife, man. I'm telling you.
Just putting that out there. But hey, shout out to moms.
Yeah.
That's so silly.
Where are you guys going? Stay over here. No, stay over here.
Y'all better
Stay
get
over
back
here.
up there.
You want to embarrass me a little bit, so my turn. Y'all in trouble, they gave me a microphone. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, my words are going to be brief. Unfortunately, we do have to leave after this, thanking baby boy for his endeavors. I mean, I'm fortunate to have a college student that's doing very well in his endeavors, but unfortunately, I don't get to stay around for a lot of things because of getting pulled in a lot of different directions. So, I'm going to be brief. All praise, honor, and glory to Allah, first of all. Very, very first of all, okay? And I want to thank Masjid Ashura and everyone here for the recognition, because what I do, I don't do for recognition. I do it because it's a passion and it's a purpose. And that's pretty much what everything that they were trying to say as far as what we do. Dawah means to me breaking the stereotypes. It means to me to teach, not to preach, because we got a lot of preaching going on, but to teach. And when you do preach, there's a lot of people who don't receive it in that way. So what we have taken upon ourselves is when we published Prison World Magazine, which we did for 6 years, and it went into state, county, local, and federal facilities across the country and international, was that we took an approach of teaching people with entertainment in a way that you almost didn't know you were being taught. We had everybody reading our magazine. They still ask about it. We are still very, very trusted and known in the prison system. We had Aryan brothers, skinheads, atheists, everyone coming to us and saying how much they liked and appreciated our magazine and what we do. It's pretty much like, I like your style. You have a lot of proselytizing and propaganda that goes on in the prison system. Most of it Christian, and Islam doesn't get a fair shake because in the prison system a lot of times it's looked at as a gang. It's militant. So with all the fighting that we did over the 6 years in trying to get people to understand it, we got a lot of feedback knowing people really got it. They loved it. Because it's a way to do things. It's definitely a way to do things. Now, before I get too preachy, which I can because y'all done gave me a mic.
Sure can.
and I do this as a platform. I'd like to thank my husband of 24 years.
Nice.
You didn't know?
I'll make a show.
You forgot?
I'll make a show.
Okay. My husband of 24 years for always being my rock. I'd like to thank my baby boy for being here because, when these college kids come home, they could be hundreds of other places. Yeah. But he's here with his mom. And once again, all praise and glory belongs to Allah. Now, as a Muslim woman, I want people to know, it is important for me to let others know. I'm not stressed, I'm not oppressed, I'm not depressed, and I'm definitely not a hot mess. Okay? So even when you see me struggling, as a lot of people do, when my words are flying here and there, because sometimes what comes up comes out, it just does, okay? Or my hijab may be a little bit crooked, sister, I might have to borrow your hat, because I like to be fly, just make dua for me. Make dua for your sister, because this life is just a test. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Since sister has to go, and I want to get a shot of all of you because I want to put this in the newspaper. So let me get one shot of you first, okay? Then I want all of you to come up. If I can get a group shot, then someone else has to leave.